Als Schüler hatte man es mega gut. Pünktlich Feierabend, pünktlich anfangen, Pausen, mit Freunden chillen. Als Schüler denkst du dir so, hoffentlich ist die Schule so schnell wie möglich vorbei. Die Schulzeit, ich will arbeiten gehen, Geld verdienen, so. Das wünscht man sich ganz schnell zurück.
The big oak tree is where I thrived. I climbed it so many times my knees were always scratched up.
Boah, so eine große Eiche hätte ich ja auch gefühlt, ne? Mit so einem Reifen dran hätte ich ja auch voll cool gefunden. Voll gut. Und so nah an der Straße ein bisschen gefährlich, aber voll geil. Sky's the limit.
And then one day I fell. I wasn't hurt, just scared. I ran to you for comfort, crying. You frowned and told me it was my fault for climbing too high. You watched me carefully for the next few days. Had Dad cut down weak branches. The restaurant called. It's easy to forget that the world keeps moving. Cleaning out the house shouldn't take long. How did I lose touch with what was important? How did you? I ask as if you'd have the answer. I'll never know. How do you choose what's most important? It all looks untouched, but I feel so different. Like a stranger that doesn't belong. Shoes off, slippers on. But I'd always forget. It was the first thing you'd ask me to do when we came home. Like a ritual meant to be followed without question. Even now, I find it hard to remember.
Sachen, die man, glaube ich, nie vergisst, ha? Okay, das ganze Haus ausräumen, ne? Oh je. Okay. Da was?
You tried to teach me about my culture from an early age. And sometimes it meant skipping out on time with friends. The food you ate, the language you spoke, they were parts of you that you felt needed to be passed on. We had color-coded dishes. Dad's rice bowl was blue, yours was pink, mine was yellow. You said I wasn't allowed up from the table until I learned how to use chopsticks.
Ah, ich verstehe, warte. Warte. Ja, das ist hier nicht ganz so einfach. Runter mit dir. Runter mit dir. Runter. Ach, ich glaube, wir müssen den Tisch decken gerade. Ist das hier der Platz von unserem Daddy? Kann es sein? Da.
Workbooks were left unopened, and any attempt to speak in your native tongue was met by English. You tried so hard, and I didn't budge. Things had to be perfect. Unlike people, glass can be polished, spaces can be controlled the way we like.
Ach da. Ah, putzen. Oh Gott, sind die dreckig. Okay. Na, dann sehen wir uns heute. Ist hier was nicht sauber? Jetzt. Jahre nicht geputzt. Ja, das stimmt wohl.
Eventually, we stopped speaking Japanese in the house. It didn't bother me much when I was young. I never considered what that loss meant to you.
Oh, okay. Ach du Heilige. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich meine, soweit ich weiß, ist man den Stift ja nicht los, ne? Aber hey. Ich war darauf jetzt nicht vorbereitet.
You had the piano since before I was born. You taught yourself to play as a kid, but fell out of it with age. When I started showing interest, you began to give me lessons. It became hard to separate your wants from my own, my hobbies and yours.
Mhm. Tja, wenn man Mama glücklich machen will, ne? Oh, okay. Das ist auch eine. Dürfte Symphonie bei LadyLuga. Also ich kann eigentlich besser Klavier spielen. Also. Oh, oh. Oh ja, das bin ich mit 12.
I didn't even know what I wanted. It was safer to listen.
Oh wow. Das ist absolut nichts. Oh Gott. Hab ich früher auch immer gemacht, ne? Muscheln ans Ohr gehalten.
I don't remember much from that day. Maybe that's on purpose.
Viel zu tief. Ja. Warte. Wie müssen wir die angucken? Was müssen wir sehen durch sie?
I was pulled to shore, coughing, crying. Dad called for a lifeguard. You told me I should have listened. From then on, I told myself that if I stayed in line, I'd be safe. I could control my own actions, my behaviors. Things would be okay. For years and years, I've listened. Settled into what you tried to teach me. It became rhythmic, comforting. Back straight, arms taut, eyes straight ahead. There's comfort in safety, in routine. Relax your shoulders. Smile. Stop tapping your foot. The gift was thoughtful. It showed how proud you two were, and it eased my nerves about performing. I knew work kept you busy. I tried not to expect anything. The chances were slim, but I found myself hoping, desperate for you to show. But eventually, I had to go on without you. How could you not make the time? I don't know. I never asked. Maybe some things are better left alone. Why did I come here? There's so much I've forgotten, all for good reason. I'm here now. I made the time. I had to. There was no one else. If I didn't come here to sort through your things and pack up your life, who would? I've only got so much space.
Wie? Sehe ich was? Nee, ne? Ich meine, hier ist das Bild, aber warum? In die andere Richtung drehen, drehen. Na, kein Unterschied. Oder so. Okay. Da.
You liked documenting holidays and sending pictures back home. We all dressed nicely, posed with our shoulders back. If Dad tried pulling a face, you'd hit him gently and we'd start again.
Ich meine, da bin ich, das ist meine Mutter. Muss die Scherbe vielleicht da irgendwas zeigen? Nee, ne? Warte mal, vielleicht fehlt uns ja noch was.
Of all my memories with Dad, listening to music on the front porch has to be my favorite. I think that's where I got my good taste in music.
Ich glaube auch, dass ich dann im
Even
Stück...
let me try a sip of beer when I was still a kid. Don't tell your mother, he'd say.
Ich glaube auch, dass ich dann einem Stück von der Kanne was fehlt. Vielleicht eine Erinnerung oder so, die wir noch brauchen. Dann haben wir immer noch die Kanne hier. Hier packen wir weiter an. Vielleicht finden wir noch was. Achso, warte. So. Ist zu spät gesehen.
You pushed me to get good grades because you knew I was smart. But in my mind, I never knew if I was performing up to your standards. I think that almost made it worse. I wanted a reaction. I wanted your explicit approval. was desperate for praise. If you didn't tell me you were proud, it meant there wasn't anything to celebrate.
Aber so eine Sterne hatte ich auch, als ich klein war. So eine Leuchte-Klebersterne. Voll toll.
I remember watching those big monster movies with him as a kid. I was probably too young, but Dad was really into them. I think that's where my fear of moths came from.
Okay, wir sind eingedeckt. Das ist aber nicht am Schlafen. Das ist nix. Wo müssen wir durchgucken? Nee. Nee. Das sieht übrigens ganz komisch aus. Ich würde es nochmal angemerkt haben. Aber. Ach, da oben, der eine Stern. Der ist es. Jetzt muss die Richtung ein bisschen tricky herauszufinden. Hat man da sehe ich sie sitzen, glaube ich. Ah, guck mal, Kleber. Jetzt.
Dad always had us sit together whenever you weren't working late.
Ich glaube,
It was
unsere
a
Mutter hat
nice
4
routine.
gearbeitet.
Something to look forward to. I liked it when everyone was around. We fell into our roles. You cooked, I set the table, Dad did the dishes.
Warte.
Sometimes you'd be away at work for days at a time. Dad and I managed. When the frozen dinners and takeout got old, I started getting more adventurous in the kitchen.
Hat sie aufgrund dessen ein Restaurant aufgemacht? Vielleicht?
Eventually, I took over most of the kitchen duties. You didn't always have the time, and I was good at it when I wasn't making mistakes.
Okay, warte. Ich muss langsam machen, dann sieht man das nicht. Geht irgendwas kaputt? Der Topf ging da kaputt. Müssen wir vielleicht den Punkt finden, als die kaputt ging? Weil das war hier.
Dad was always there to help fix them. We had plans to go to Japan before I went to college. I hadn't been back since I was a kid. I spent an entire summer there with my cousins. We caught beetles and watched fireworks and ate watermelon on the roof. It would be a break for everyone, especially you. A second to catch your breath and enjoy the moment. To rediscover what it meant to be carefree. Everyone was excited, but I had to get accepted first. No one in the family ever had the chance to go to college, so this was big for us. Things were falling into place.
Mal am Telefon. Glaube, geht nicht. Warte mal, da hinten. Da.
Then everything stopped. And suddenly I was 7 again. It was the start of summer. Dad and I were outside at night looking for ghosts. He let me hold a flashlight in case he got scared. Maybe I would be a ghost hunter. And then I was 16. He drank beers on the front porch. The record player was loud enough for him to hear from out there. I sat and listened to him talk about the music. Sometimes we sat in silence and stared out at the sky. The pain in my chest hurt. How could I feel so much and so little at the same time? We didn't know what to do. We handled it in different ways. Things went back to normal. Routines started up again. I was angry. I wondered why you looked okay. I didn't know what to make of you. You were so stoic in the wake of his death, and it confused me. Where was the pain? Why was I going through it alone? Dad was pretty frugal. I guess it was a trait you both shared. He said he could build a playset instead of buying one. I was his helper. I think I did more damage than anything else, but I brought him lemonade, and that seemed to make up for it. I still don't have it figured out. I'm stumbling through it, trying to understand. I know now that grief is constant and always changing.
Die Tasse war halt nicht voll. Ich habe weiter gegossen und gegossen und gegossen und gegossen. Ich wollte meinen Schmerz zum Ausdruck bringen. Also habe ich weiter gegossen. Ich glaube, das symbolisiert hier einen Streit mit ihrer Mom. Ja, für sie ist halt alles zusammengebrochen, ne? Verständlicherweise.